In this tutorial, we will be looking at how you can use the HTML editor in D2L to customize text that you put into your D2L course. You can either type the text directly into the text area, or you can paste text from other documents, such as a Word document. The HTML editor appears in almost every tool in D2L. For the purposes of this tutorial, we're just going to use the news area. But you can also use the HTML editor in content to create new content items. You can edit descriptions in discussions and Dropbox. You can also use the HTML editor to customize discussion posts. And you can also use it in the quizzes area to customize quiz questions. So what I could do to get started is I could type in some text here for my new news item, but actually I think I'm going to copy it from an existing Word document. So I go to the Word document, I highlight all of the text, I'm going to do a right-click copy, come back to my D2L course, and instead of just doing a right-click paste or Control-V, I'm actually going to use what's called the Paste from Word tool. Most of the time when you copy and paste text from a Word document, the formatting will be maintained and everything will look okay. But oftentimes what happens is that Microsoft includes what we call junk code along with the paste into the HTML editor, and it makes it nearly impossible to do any editing using these tools. You actually have to go into the HTML code to do editing. So as a best practice, you're going to want to click on the Paste from Word button, and then you can do Control-V and paste your text into the window. And then click Insert, and there your text appears. Now you can use the HTML editor to customize your text. So I'm just going to double click on the word content and make that bold, as well as the course information. Another thing I can do is I can also make my email addresses active. So I'm just going to highlight my email address. I'm going to copy the text. Oops, I guess I have to do a Control-C there. And then I'm going to use the Insert Quicklink. There's another tutorial that you can view on creating quick links, but for this category, or for this tutorial, we're just going to focus on creating URL quick links. And then in the link detail, I'm going to do mail to, and I'm going to paste in my email address. The link caption should read my email address. And then as a best practice, just use the open in a new window and click Insert. Now what will happen is if the user has an email client on their desktop, such as Outlook, if they click on the link, a new email message will open already addressed to my email address. Another thing we can do here is we can create links to external web pages. So I'm going to highlight this text here, and I'm going to Control-C to copy it. I'm going to use that Insert Quick Link tool again. I'm going to do a URL, and this time I'm going to type in an address. I'm going to go to the UW Eau Claire help site, and then again I need to paste in my link caption and then open in a new window. And you can also do things like you do in Word. You can use the color feature and make your text colored and bolded. You can also use italics. I recommend avoiding the underline option for formatting because we're used to seeing underlined text as an active link, much like this email address now is. You can also do bulleted lists, you can indent text, and so on. And you can also insert multimedia into your HTML documents using the news editor as well, or HTML editor as well. And then when you're finished, you can use the Spellcheck tool. And my document has a couple things that came up, but I can see that none of these words are actually misspelled. I would recommend actually using the spell checker in Word rather than the one in D2L. It's not the most robust spell check tool, but it is available if you're in a pinch. And then when you're finished, you can simply click Save. And now if we go to Course Home, we'll see our news message is posted right here with some nice formatting in that we used, all courtesy of the HTML editor in D2L.